All right, so today we're going to take a look at making sales in QuickBooks Point of Sale. We'll take a look at making sales, adding customers, entering items on the sale, applying a discount, choosing the tender type, and completing the sale. We'll take a look at doing returns, and we'll take a look at customer orders. So I'll bring up my point of sale. In point of sale, we can get to make a sale by going to the blue button under make a sale, under the blue button. We can go to make a sale out here in the navigator, or we could even go to point of sale up on the menu bar and choosing a new sales receipt. No matter which one you choose, all of them are going to end up in the same place, which is the make a sale screen. In the make a sale screen, we also have blue buttons down the side that let you choose from some options you have while you're in make a sale. We have our tender buttons down here at the bottom. What tender type are you going to pay this with? We have a spot to click into to add new items to our sales receipt. We also have a spot to click into to enter customer names to put a customer on that sales receipt. The customer names are important if you are going to be keeping track of customer rewards, which you can set up to give a customer a reward for purchasing a certain amount of merchandise. They can get a reward. There can be a certain dollars off or percentage off in the future. And once they've spent that dollar amount, it'll notify the cashier that they've earned a reward. It will print that on their receipt saying they've earned a reward. And next time they come in to make a purchase, if they have any rewards and they go to tender, it'll pop up and say you've earned a reward. Do you want to use it? Yes or no. So rewards are really easy to use. Once you set them up, all you have to have is a customer's name on the receipt. So for making sale, the first thing we do is add items to the receipt. There are three basic ways to add items to the receipt. With a barcode scanner, you simply scan the item. It will drop in the item number and enter that item on the receipt. You can also click on the little pull down here, and that shows you a list of your stuff. You can go through the list and find the item you want. You could also, up here where it says scan or enter items, you could type something about the item that you were looking for. And I started typing sweater, and I get sweater and slacks that shows up. And that is a group I created that will sell a sweater and slacks together as a group. If I select that, it says I don't have any in stock. Well, if someone brought it to the counter, obviously I do. So I would click continue, and it will add the sweater and the slacks to my receipt. And it gives me my total of $90. I can add additional items if I would like to my receipt. Again, I can type in a partial name. I can type in an item number, press enter, and it will drop that item in, which is the same thing that it does when you scan it with your barcode scanner. If I wanted to put this book on sale, I could do that or give a discount on this book. To give a discount, I would choose quantity price discount. It will open up my discount dialog box. Whenever I do that, I should always start here in discount name and tell it why I'm giving a discount on this item. You can use a predefined discount, or I've created a couple of discounts of my own. If they have a coupon, I would choose coupon. Then I would choose the value of the coupon. Is it percentage off or is it dollar amount? Well, in this case, it's a dollar amount for $5. I'll click in discount. I'll type in 5. If it was a percentage, I would click in percentage. I say OK, and it shows me $5 off $15 for the $20 book, which happens to be 25% off. And so that adds that to my receipt total. I can see here I've sold 2 different items. I sold the sweater sack group, sweater slacks group, and I sold the book, which totals 3 separate things, even though it is 2 items as far as item numbers go.
Okay, so if I could interrupt.
Absolutely.
Great. So now the current promotion we're running now is we have, what is it? It's $20 off of, I think it's $20 off of, no, it's $50 off of 400 or more. Let's just try that. So if the total sale is over $400, it's $50 off. So how do we get that? Does that have to apply to a single aspect of the sale, or can that be applied to the whole thing?
It can be applied to the whole thing. There's 2 ways to do that. So let's complete this sale, and then we'll do that.
Great, okay.
So I'm going to add a customer's name to this one. I'll put my name on it. So up here in the name address, you start typing the customer's last name, and it brings up customers that match that. So I add my name. This little tag with the blue ribbon on it, that says I am a member of the Customer Rewards Program. I need to pay for this. I'm going to pay for it using my credit card. Because we're in a non-live mode, or using a completely external credit card system other than Intuit, I get to choose what kind of card I'm using. If I was using integrated credit cards, it would pop up and it would tell me to slide my card. So I'm going to choose Visa. Tells me down here I'm paying this with a Visa card. If I save and print that, we can see what the receipt would look like. The receipt would look like that. Shows me my sweater slack combo, shows me the items, shows me my air attack, and I also gave a discount on these items when they were part of that combo. I built that into the price of the group. Shows me my sales tax, my payment by credit card, Visa, and it shows me my total discounts that were given on this sale. And then it complains here, which makes no sense at all, that my account is past due when I have a $36 credit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And it tells me down here, yeah, it's, your negative account's past due. You didn't spend it in time. And we have down here that if I spend another $33.63, I will earn a $10 off on a future purchase.
Great.
We have our notices for the customer, our return policy, and we have a barcode with the receipt number on it.
So we're not integrated, so at this point would I scan it through our credit card machine after I do?
Right.
Okay.
Right. When you get the total up here and you've chosen I'm going to pay this with a Visa MasterCard, then you would scan it to your credit card machine and tell it how much the total sale was.
Okay.
Now, you want to do a sale where they get a certain amount off when they spend a certain amount.
Yes.
So if we come in here and let's see what we can locate. So we'll buy one of these. And we got a bunch of gifts to give out. So we'll buy 3 of them. That puts us at $400. And you've got a discount for spending over $400. And so what is that discount again?
$50.
Okay. So instead of putting it on this item, I can come over here to give discount. This is going to discount the whole receipt.
Okay.
I can do a percentage, or I can do a discount amount. So I can do $50. I can say save or close, and you can see right here discount $50.
Okay, good. That's
And
exactly
discount
what
my
I...
total. I can put a name on it again. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put my name on it again.
Okay, so when you put the name on it, say the customer isn't already in our system, how do I add the name from here? Is that something you're going to talk about later?
Okay. So if it's someone who's not in the system, and I want to do Bob Cratchit, Bob Cratchit, that looks better. So we got Bob Cratchit. He didn't show up.
Okay.
So I'm going to click Add New Customer, and I will add Bob. I can add anything else Bob wants to tell me. His phone number, his whatever else.
Got it.
His address.
Okay.
And when I'm all done, I'm going to do a save. And that's going to add Bob to my receipt. This says Bob's not a reward member. So I want to make him a reward member. Well, if Bob's planning on coming back again in the future, he's going to say yes, probably. If he's an out-of-town one-time visitor, he'll probably say no. So I say yes. So it adds Bob. We see his phone number, and we get the little tag with the blue ribbon. We figure out how Bob's going to pay for this. He's going to pay for this on his American Express card. And we save and print it. And we get that receipt. Shows us here he got the $50 discount. Used his credit card. His total discounts were $50. And he's even earned a reward because he spent more than the minimum.
All right.
So when we say exit out of here, it's going to let the cashier know that he's earned a reward. And because we have a 30-day return policy, we've set up the rewards to not be valid during that 30 days.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, this one is valid. I lied. This one is valid. This one expires in a month. We set them up to be good for a month. You can also set it up so that it's not good for a certain period of time. And then it would say it will be valid on 5/14 and expires 6/14. So the time that it's valid doesn't count during the you got to wait period. The reason for that is that a customer can't come in, buy something to earn the reward points, come in and spend the reward points, then return the item that they bought to get the reward points.
Yeah, we see that tried quite often.
Yeah, and so this way you eliminate that from happening by putting in that delay on when they can use the reward. Now, since we didn't do that with Bob, we could come up here and we could put in Cratchit, and Bob could buy anything as long as it's over $10. And when he goes to pay for it, it's going to pop up and say, you have a reward. Do you want to use it? We can say redeem it now or save it for later. If we redeem it now, our total is going to change from $31.32 to $20.52. And you may notice that's not just a straight $10 off, because it's applying the $10 before the tax is applied.
Sure.
So the total may drop more. So we can redeem it now. It says we owe the $20. Bob gives us $21. Tells us we owe him 48 cents change. We save and print it. It says give the change. We say okay. We go preview. It's everybody. All of our phones are going off. There's an Amber Alert.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And so that sale is now completed. All right.
So I didn't realize that. So on the a cash transaction, it isn't. We're printing separately somewhere else other than the obviously.
It would have printed normally, but I think I hit save instead of save and print.
Okay. All right.
So if I go over here to sales history, I can find that one that we just did, and I could reprint it. And that's how that one would look. You can see there's where we used the reward. So it goes up under your items. Therefore, it goes before tax. So your tax is less. And it says that they gave us 21. We gave them 48 cents change. They used their $10 rewards. And now they need to spend $14 more to earn another reward.
All right.
And as long as your spending is more than the reward, you can apply the reward. If your total had been $10 or your total had been $9.50, you couldn't have used your rewards because it was less than the value of the reward. You must spend at least as much or more than the reward. All right. If we wanted to do a special order, actually before we do a special order, if I want to do a return, I would choose return. When I accept returns, I have two options, the best option and the other one. The best option is I enter the receipt number.
Okay.
Trying to remember which one it was. I'm sure it was 5 something.
I remember 57 for some reason. Maybe it's at 557.
No, that wasn't
Yeah.
it, but that one works. Because what I wanted was something that had more than one item on it of the same thing.
Oh,
So,
okay.
we bought 2 protein bars. For some reason, I want to return one of them. I would select here, and I would tell it I want to return one. If I wanted to return both, I would just check the return box, and it would take both of them. We can add the selected items to the receipt. It adds the items, and it says we owe $237 and change. Hopefully, the customer will buy something else. And let's see, that one's not a good item, because that's the same one they bought the first time. Let's choose that one. And so now, nobody owes anybody anything, because they just swapped it even for a different flavor. We would choose how they're paying, but they're not paying anything. So anytime the customer is getting change back, it assumes that change is going back in cash. so there's no need to choose cash.
Okay.
If you're giving it back to them in something else, then you would need to choose what it is. If you were putting it back on their credit card, you would choose the credit card. Notice it says refund to the credit card.
Where does it say refund on it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got
Get
it.
rid of that one.
Yeah.
Right here. Charge and
Okay.
refund. So this one would be a refund. So we'll refund it to their MasterCard. And it says we're giving $237 back on their credit card. And when we preview that, we can see what a return looks like. A new feature that was recently added to the version 12 is that you can't return more items than you bought. So if I were to bring up accept return again, and I was to find that one again, that was 5. $79. So if we find receipt, no, 579 is the original one. It's not the original one. It's the other one. I hate it when I can't remember receipt numbers. Let's try that one. I think that was it. And so, if I try to return both of these, because I've already returned one of them, it won't let me.
Oh, okay. Good.
Because it knows how many I've returned, how many I bought, and I can't return more than I bought. To help keep people from lifting something they previously bought and trying to return it.
Yeah, good deal.
All right. I can also return an item by putting an item number directly on the receipt and choosing return item.
Okay, so I think this is how they're doing it. Because I see when a return comes in, they're barcoding it.
Right. And ideally, that's what you want to do, is you want to read the barcode. But they could scan the item, which would drop it in as well.
That's
What's
what they're
better
doing
is to choose accept return, scan the original receipt barcode, because if something was on sale, this way you don't know that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But when I do a return, and I locate that sale, that's not the right one again. Golly, I hate it when that happens. Let's try that one. That's the one. And I'm going to return this book. And I say add selected items. It knows that book was on sale.
Yeah.
And it records that. Where if I just put the book on here, it's going to be the regular price.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to be giving too much credit on the sale for what the customer should have had.
So when you or when you scan the receipt, then the name will come up and everything too, and the account would be credited appropriately. Correct. Okay, good.
And if it was on sale, they're going to get the sale price, not the current retail price.
Got it. Great.
Okay. So if we wanted to create a sales order for a customer, we would click on customer orders. And we can choose a sales order, a layaway, or a work order, whichever one you happen to be using. You can see my work order is grayed out. I can't choose that because I said I don't do work orders. If I didn't do layaways, I could tell that I don't do layaways, and layaways would be grayed out as well.
Uh-huh.
We choose new sales order. It opens up a sales order. Notice in the lower left-hand corner, customer info, there's a red asterisk. That means that is required. So I have to put a name on here of who's making this purchase. I can then come up here and add my items, whatever this person is purchasing. It's pretty bad, though, when you can't guess what item you're purchasing. All right. So we're going to buy this book. I have an extra field turned on that you probably wouldn't normally turn on because that shows what my cost is of the item.
Oh, yeah.
And if the customer's going to be looking over your shoulder, you don't want them to see that.
No.
So if I right-click, I can customize my columns. I can find that field, and I can remove it. And then that field doesn't show up. And so I can add or remove fields if I want to change the look of what's showing up on my screen. That field wouldn't print on my receipt regardless whether it shows on the screen or not. So I want to order this book. We've got today. I'm going to choose Save and Print. I have the system set up to suggest a deposit. The deposit it suggests is 50% of the retail. The reason 50%, most of the stuff I happen to sell has a 50% markup.
Mm-hmm.
So if I click the 50% deposit, I'm pretty much getting my cost out of that item.
Yeah.
And if they never bother to come back and get it, well, on special orders, they don't get their deposit back. And so therefore, I've covered my cost. If no one ever buys it, I haven't lost money. If someone does buys it, then I get to make money on it.
Yeah. Good thinking.
Yeah. So I say, yep, I'm going to select that deposit. I could make it more because it's suggested if it's mom, I could make it less too. But we'll take the suggested deposit. We'll say OK. It opens up a deposit payment screen. How am I going to pay this deposit? I'm going to pay it with cash. I'll say accept payment, and it puts in the exact amount. If they were giving me a $20 bill, it would then tell me I need to give them $9.22 change. So the amount tendered is how much they gave me. It's going to give me the change, so they're still paying the $10.78.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say accept change. I will save and print. We will preview. And it shows me my receipt for the $10.78. They gave me 20. I give them back $9.22. And I've got the receipt for that one. It shows what sales order this is applied to. And it says, reminds you to give them their change. I got another print window. What? If we go preview, we'll see that's the actual print for what they ordered.
Oh, okay.
So the first one is for the receipt for the money. The second one is the actual sales order for what they ordered. And it shows here that they've deposited the $10.78. Their total is $21.55. They still owe $10.77. All right. Customer comes back. Their books come in. They want to pick it up. You're going to go to order list. And under order list, you choose whether it's a sales order, layaway, or whatever. You click view, and you find the correct order. Well, it wasn't this one. Oh, that's the one. I'm going to go up here to sell items. I want to sell everything. I'll say select all and continue. If I had multiple items on here, instead of select all, I could go to dot quantity and say I'm selling one of these and one of these, but I'm leaving this on the sales order. It hadn't come in yet. So I can pick and choose, or I can just sell it all.
All right.
We do a continue. It's going to take me to a sales receipt. It says here, I can sell more stuff if they want to buy more stuff. Okay. We see the book. We see the total price. We see the deposit. And we see the balance that they owe. We choose how they're going to pay that balance. They're going to pay that with cash, and they're going to give me $11. And I owe them 23 cents. We do a save and print, give them their 23 cents, and we look at our receipt. It shows our book. It shows our total amount. Shows the change. Shows they used a deposit in cash to pay for it. All right. If I go back to my sales orders, notice there was 3, now there's 2. That one we just did is not there anymore because they've closed it. They picked up all the merchandise on it, and we're only looking at open sales orders. If I looked at all sales orders, I would see whatever sales orders I have here. In this case, that's closed.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't need a closed sales order. All it does is clutters up my system. So once it's closed, that means I've taken payment for it, delivered all the merchandise. So I can go to I want to, and I can delete that sales order and get rid of it. All right. Any questions on making sales, doing a return, or a sales order?
For making sales, are there any tricks to accepting a check or a gift certificate at all?
Not really.
You just click on it and...
Right. If we pick some item and they're going to pay for this with a gift certificate, we simply choose gift. We choose whether it's a gift card or a gift certificate.
All
so
right.
they're using a gift certificate. They've got a gift certificate worth $10. This is the important part, that you change the amount to whatever the certificate is for.
Oh, okay.
And you put in the certificate number. They are redeeming the gift certificate. If they were purchasing a gift certificate, you would just purchase, put in the amount and the gift certificate number. We save it, and it shows they've done $10 on a gift certificate. They still owe $8.31. If they're going to pay that with a check, we go to check. We're going to accept a check for $8.31, and we put in whatever their check number is. We do a save, and it applies the check payment. They've paid everything. We can do a save and print. We can zoom in, and we can see the payment with the gift card or the gift certificate, with the check, the total, and the receipt number.
All right. Easy enough.
Yeah. So nothing really special. If you were selling that gift certificate, when you choose gift certificate, instead of redeem, you would choose purchase. Enter the amount of the gift certificate and whatever the number is. Save. Now it adds it up here as an item and says they owe you $25. And so they'll pay that with their Discover card. We save and print. And we get they bought a gift certificate for $25 on their credit card. You can then run a report for payments and gift certificates, and it shows you your outstanding gift certificates. You can sort them by number so that you can see what the balance is.
Oh, yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, we can see here that the negative is the one I sold. The positive number is the one I redeemed. On this date range, I didn't have the original certificate, so it says I redeemed more gift certificates than I had to redeem.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically, if I change my start date to a date a lot further in the past, then I'll be able to see that original gift certificate. In this case, I don't have it, so therefore I don't see it. But if I did, I would see the original amount, the amount they redeemed it for, and the new balance, which would probably be 0. That is one thing on redeeming a gift certificate, that if someone is buying something here and they're going to redeem that gift certificate, and this is a $25 gift certificate, so the amount of the certificate is $25. And we redeem that gift certificate, and now we need to give them change.
Okay.
And depending on how you plan to do the change, depends on the next step. If you're going to give them cash, all you got to do is save and print. If you're going to give them store credit, then you have to have a name on the receipt. And so you have to go up here and put a name on the receipt. So we'll put Bob's name on the receipt. We can now go to account, make a payment on his account, which will give him $660 credit. We save it. I say yes. Now we're even. So when I save and print this, it's going to show me that Bob has a credit for $669. And he spent enough to earn an extra reward. So next time Bob comes in, he says, I've got a store credit. And so let's buy something here, I guess. He likes that canteen. And so he says, I've got a store credit. So we're going to go to account. I'm going to save it for later. he doesn't have $18 in store credit. He's only got $6.69. So it's important to change this so it doesn't exceed his negative balance. Then we can save that. If you're only going to give store credit and not allow in-store charges, you want to make sure the charge limit stays 0. Accept that. And now he still owes us $11.62. And so we figure out how Bob's going to pay that. He's going to pay that with cash. And it says once again that he's got this $10 certificate. Do we want to use it? So yeah, we'll go ahead and redeem it. And now he owes us 82 cents. So he pays us with $1. We give him 18 cents change. And we get a receipt that looks like that. We get the canteen. We get the $10 reward he used. We've got the $6.69 account he used. And he owed us 18, we gave him 18 cents change. And it shows here that he used it under reward. He used his balance because he previously had $6.69. Now he has 0. And we can see all that on the receipt. And because he used his account, he also needs to sign it saying he's acknowledging that he used his store account.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the last thing, which isn't directly involved in making a sale, is the end of day. End of day you can get to from the blue buttons or from the navigator. And that takes you to your end of day routine. End of day you're typically going to be running for today. And it's going to show you a summary of what you did. There are 2 kinds of end of day routines you can run. There's store close or there's drawer count. The difference being drawer count as you count all the cash in the drawer. Enter each different tender type and the amount of each tender type, or the quantity of each tender type, so that you can match your cash that you took in, the change you gave out, to what you have in the drawer, and it should all balance. And since we don't know how much we took in and out in cash, and we don't have a drawer to count, we'll just go to store close. You can also tell it to back up your company data. If we select that, it will back up our data. We could also exchange our data with QuickBooks Accounting, and it would send our sales over to our QuickBooks Accounting if we're integrating with QuickBooks Accounting.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go Start. It'll do the backup, and then it will show us what we did for the day. It shows us our total sales, our total sales tax. It shows us our deposits, our gift certificates, payments, or our accounts that we used. It shows us our net sales activity, amount that was charged to accounts, gift certificates that were used, total deposits that were used. It shows us our discounts. We had $5 in coupons. We had $50 in a global discount. That was at $50 for the over $400 we did.
Oh, yeah.
We had $20 in rewards. And we had some $4.95 unknown discount. That was the discount for the group that had a discount on it. We had a total of 8 sales. We had 1 return We had one deposit. We had $53 in cash come across the drawer, across the counter. We paid back $10.11 in change, or had a net of $42.89 in cash. We had an 831 check. We had a total of $534.76 in credit cards, $237 in credit card returns, a total of $532.39 incoming credit card, broken down into American Express, Discover. The MasterCard had the $237 credit applied to it or returned. The Visa, $113.40. The $649 an account. The $1078 in deposits. The $35 paid in for gift certificates. $25 paid out for gift certificates. Net $10. We see the breakdown of the checks we took in, of the credit cards we used, of the accounts that were used, of the deposits that were used, and their gift certificates that were used. And you can print it if you want to have a hard copy. And that's your end of day report. Now, I'm going to go back to pay the reports real quick. Back to payments and to gift certificates. And we can see here on this one here that it's now 0 because someone bought it and someone used it. Typically, it's not going to happen on the same day. So you would see the $10 or the $25 for the sale, the $25 for the redeem.
Yeah, yeah.
But since they were on the exact same day, it just canceled it out to 0.
Okay.
All right. Any questions on making sales?
No, it's a pretty good introduction. I just have to practice.
Yep, that's the trick. And if you're all alone and no one else is playing in point of sale, you can go up here to File. You can go to Company Operations. You can switch to Practice Mode. Tell it Next. Tell it I want to copy my data. And you go Next. And it will make an exact copy of your data and put it into practice mode. In practice mode, you can do anything you want, and it does not affect your real data at all.
Oh yeah, Jody mentioned this. This was available somewhere in the system.
Yeah, and so you can go out, you can make sales, you can receive product, whatever, and nothing at all changes in your live stuff. Sometimes it makes up weird dates, like December 17th. But we can see here that here's the stuff we just did. It's all here because we copied our real data.
And how do we pull?
Go ahead.
How do we leave the practice mode after?
So when you're done playing in practice mode, you notice up here it says practice mode.
Yeah.
You go to File, Company Operations, choose Open Existing Company. Normally you're not going to have a bunch of them to choose from.
Uh-huh.
It'll have your company name there when you say Open Existing Company. And you just say Open Existing Company. It's going to open your real data back up and you're back in line.
Okay, good deal.
Now, the big catch to practice mode is you've got to go into it from the server computer, whichever one's the main computer, and no one else can get in point of sale while you're in practice mode. If they do, they're going to be in practice mode also.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So the catch is you can't be making real sales while you're working in practice mode. It's either or. You're either real or you're practice.
Yeah, I'm in our scanners are up front too. This might be a little difficult.
Well, so that'd be the best place to play, really, because then you can scan items like you would in a real sale and all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But you got to do it before work or after work when no one else is trying to make sales.
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
That's the hard part.
I
You got to show up early or stay late.
When I can't sleep one night, I'll just head out there at midnight and
go play with the point of sale.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you, Daryl. This is really informative. It was a great start.
Good. So if you get any questions, just give us a holler. This will also be posted up on our website where you go to register for the accounts. You'll see it show up, and you can do previous webinars, and it will let you rewatch this one.
Oh, good. Okay. Good deal.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll probably sign up for that physical inventory one coming up later too, so I'll look forward to it.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Daryl. You take care of yourself.
All right, Jeffrey. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.